Hey y'all, happy Saturday night. It's Kelly J. Okay, so I know it's late, but I am working late this evening. That's just how we do as creatives. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about what I have going on here. And I'll step back and I'll show you a little bit of it. This is actually only the beginning of what it's going to look like. Actually, while I'm waiting for a few people to come on live, I'll show you, I promised to show you guys the other day, my setup of what it looks like behind me and how I set things up. All right, this is where I sit. This is typically where you see me sitting when I come on and do the videos, and this is the ring light that I use. I'm going to show you just from an angle because if I show straight to it, it's going to be too bright. But that is the ring light I use. I sit right here, and I have the camera facing this way. And then this is the backdrop that you see me with, and I have a million of these things here. These little things, and I just trade them out depending on what my topic is or who I think is going to be on, or whether it's a business meeting or whether it's a little bit more relaxed. I have so many different props that I use, and sometimes I have this completely cleaned off and I just have the picture or I just have the two anchors, but I like that I get to keep it fun. Who do we have? Nakia, Tamra, Tanisha, Sheila, Trayshawn. Hey y'all, hey. All right, so what I wanted to show you was I'm about to do a late night, I forgot my pen, a late night mapping session. I call this a mapping session because I am mapping out a program. You could do this when you're mapping out. I do this to map out everything that I do that's going to be of any kind of, what can I say, weight, any kind of, a lot of components to it, I guess you'd say. So what I do is I start with a blank piece of paper, like literally. And the first thing that I consider is what is the transformation? What is the transformation that I want the person that's going to take this course or going to enter in this 4 or 6 week program or 8 week program, 3-month program? The topic at this point doesn't matter. The first thing that you want to ask yourself is, what is the transformation do I want that person to make? Every single coaching program, product, online course is going to take the people through a transformation. That's what they're buying, okay? So in simple terms, this is the way I look at it. They're right here, and you are trying to take them right here. Over here, they don't have it. Whatever it is, it can be anything. We're talking structure only. Over here, at the end of your program, they should have it. Again, it doesn't matter what it is. So your program takes them from here to here. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what does the person that doesn't have it, what has to happen for them to be able to have it? For example, if you have a dog that needs to be trained, he's not trained at the end of this program that's going to cost $1,200 or $2,500 or whatever the dog trainer decides they want to charge, that dog is going to come out trained. So you have to ask yourself, what are all the things that have to happen for that dog to be trained? He's got to do this. He's got to do this. We've got to take him to make him do this. We've got to teach him this, and this. And you're going to write down all those things, considering the transformation that you want your client to go through to go from here to here. So it doesn't matter if it's 20 things or if it's 150 things. The point is that you want to brainstorm all the things that have to happen in order for them to go from here to here. And then what happens is, once you do that brain dump, that's what I call this part. Once you do that brain dump and you have all the things that have to happen, you're going to go back and you're going to start compartmentalizing them and say, okay, well, this one goes with this, and this goes with this. This one would move over here. And that's why I have these on sticky notes, because you want to be able to move them around. So after I wrote all these and I have it on sticky notes, I can move them around and I can know what goes with what. And now this is how you come up with the length of your program. Because once you put these in categories, ideally what you want to try to do is you want to try to make these fit in about 6 categories. Typically, a course, an online course, is about 6 categories, not less than 4, not more than 8. Okay? So you're trying to make all of these things fit into 6 categories, and those become your modules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So then these modules become weeks. So then week 1, you're going to do this. Week 2, week 3. You know, a lot of times when we are thinking about, well, how can I create this course? How can I create this coaching program for this person? Where do I start? We overthink it, and it really is this simple. You know, I am all about simplifying this process of client acquisition. Don't overthink it, guys. You're just trying to take someone through a transformation. That's the first question you want to ask yourself. What is the transformation I am promising someone? They don't have it, now they have it. What are the things that they need to understand? What are the things that they're going to have to go through to understand it? To make this transformation. Break it down into your weeks, and then there you have it. Those are the weeks. Then you go back. And you say, okay, in week 1, these are the things that were all categorized for week 1. So in that week 1, that you put all that stuff in week 1, that once you have it all categorized, then you say, all right, how am I going to teach them this? What story do I have? Teach through story. What story do I have of something that I've been through, or I know someone that has been through this, that I can teach them through that story how to make that transformation here. Now, this whole thing is a transformation, but each week is a transformation as well. Each week is a mini transformation. At the beginning of week 1, they didn't know this. At the end of week 1, they do know it. At the beginning of week 2, they didn't know this. At the beginning of week 2, they do know it. So every week, they're making a mini transformation. And that's what keeps them going in the course. Many online courses and many programs people don't finish. It's because the creators of these courses and these programs, they overcomplicate the matter. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to give people a bunch of stuff just to bog down the program. Give them what they need to make the transformation. So as you guys are beginning to get on these discovery calls and talk to people and make connections with people, before you get on the phone with a person, what transformation do you want them to make? What transformation are you promising them to go from here to here? And how are you going to get them there? And how can you ensure that every week they receive another mini transformation that's part of the whole overall picture? You know, are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? It's got to be part of the whole picture so that when they get to the end of week 1, they're like, oh my goodness, I can't wait till we get to week 2. Oh my goodness, I can't wait till we get to week 3. Oh my goodness, I can't wait till we get to week 4. But what most people do is they give you so much information here and here and here. You're like, just forget it. I can't even do it. And then they give up. So what I want to leave you with this evening is always asking yourself, what transformation do I want these people to make? What am I hearing when I'm on the phone with them? What are they saying? What is their roadblock? And how can I help them get past that roadblock, no matter what it is? Even if, when you guys are doing your discovery calls, even if you can't help, if you find that you can't help get that person a transformation, or they don't have what you can provide, listen, there is 101 people in this program at the time that I'm making this video. This video will live on in the program, but there's 101 people in here right now. There is somebody in this group that you can come in and say, hey, I talked to such and such and such on the phone. It's not what I do, but does anybody give people this transformation? Because this is what we give. All right? Any questions before I go? So what I'm doing right now, while you guys consider if you have any questions, is the one that I'm writing out right now. This is the success. I call this a success path. What I'm doing. This is the success path, the beginning of it, for my mentorship and certification program. Okay? This is the beginning of it. That mentorship and certification program is going to focus on 3 key areas. The P6 coaching formula, which is my signature formula that I created to give you the business building foundation. The second area it's going to focus on is mastering the coaching skill set. Another one that you'll see. If you're in the April class, you already know what this means. But we're going to take a super deep dive into that. Yes, Tracy, success map. I create it. When I'm ready to go, I create a success map. Because I want for every single person that I work with to see their path to success. If they can't see it, they can't achieve it. Okay? And the third focus of the mentorship and certification program is their seed creation. Every person that graduates from that program will leave with their seed program. They must have their launch date. It must be selected. It must be published by the end of that program. It's an 8-week program. It must be published by the end, right? So in that 8 weeks, we're focusing on the P6 coaching formula. We're focusing on mastering the skill set, the coaching skill set, and their program. So my job as the creator of that program is to write out every step that they must understand, every step that they must go through to succeed on that path. So this is the one I've written out so far. It's got how to do their program, decide on their client transformation. What does your program do? Why would someone need it? Brainstorm everything the client must do or learn to make this internal and external transformation. Categorize the steps needed to experience the transformation. This is program development, guys. Select the name of the program. It must be clear from the name what it is and who it's for. Create an attractive tagline. I've never showed this to anyone. Define the success path of each module. Select the name of each module. Give it emotion so they want to dive into it. Write your content for module 1. You see all the thought that goes into this before module 1 is even written. You create your program like this. You can create your online course like this. You can create a one-on-one program like this, a group program. This is how it's done. Then your content formula. You look at their problem. What is it? You come up with a solution. What is it? Then you create the path, how to get them there. How and what exercises, worksheets, checklists, what do they need to get them there? Okay? Then we come down to the pricing. Whether you're going to have 6 people, whether you're going to have 4 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it is you're going to do, you go through, you work out all your pricing. Then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to do that same process for mastering how to coach. And there'll be a deep level of me watching them coach each other. It's going to be amazing. And then, of course, the P6 formula, which is what you're learning in this course. All right. So I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit behind the scenes. Like I said, I would. For those of you that came on late, let me take you back over here. I'm actually in my basement studio. Just a little corner of my basement. You know, we get to create, I tell you guys all the time, we get to create our own authority. What you're looking at right now is my stage. I don't have to travel all over. I mean, I do travel all over because I want to, but I don't have to travel all over to step on big stages. I can, but I don't have to because this is my stage. So I promised that I would show you guys behind the scenes. This is a, I don't know what you would call this light, but here it is. It wasn't expensive at all. I got it on Amazon, I think, and I have the other one over there. That's my daughter sitting there. I'll show you the other one over here. So I just have two. Let me back up to show you from this angle. So I have that one there, and I sit right where that ring light is, right here. And then I have the other one over there, because you want to have the light behind the camera lens. So I sit here, and then there's the camera light, and then I have my computer sitting right here. Okay? And again, here's my props if you came on just a little bit late. Sometimes I have these props up here. Sometimes I don't. I have a whole closet in this little side room over here with props in it that I change them out. Sometimes I don't have anything up here. I just like to give it personality depending on who I'm talking to. All right? So if you guys have any questions before I go, I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm not going to turn the camera around because y'all probably don't want to see what I look like right now. Okay? But that is how you create a program, is by starting with what is the success path I want to take them through. What is the transformation I want them to make? This is your focus. Every single time you get on the phone with someone, what is their transformation? What is their transformation? What is their transformation? That needs to be ringing in your head, ringing in your spirit as they're talking. What does this person need from me? Okay? Vernisha says, where did you get the ring light and what brand? I got it from Amazon a couple of years ago. I don't know the brand, but I would not recommend it. Oh, my daughter's telling me it's on the other side. Let me see here. Okay, that is the name brand. I don't recommend it because it's just like, I don't know. It's flimsy. Yeah, she said the right word. You see how it just moves? It has served its purpose, but I probably can't complain about it because this thing has literally been all over the world with me. I don't travel a lot anymore because of COVID, but I used to travel at least twice a month. I'd be somewhere, and I would always take my ring light because I love to film. When I travel, I get real creative and real artistic. So, and I flow. So I travel with my ring light, but I just wouldn't recommend it. But, all right, guys, I will see you tomorrow night at 8. I just wanted to share behind the scenes. I've got probably another couple of hours down here, and then I may get up at like maybe 5 o'clock tomorrow in the morning to start doing some recording of this program. It starts in a week. I'm excited about it. There are 16 ladies. There's 16 ladies going through this mentorship and certification program, and I'm so excited. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.